Hi, Sahan this side. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about sustainable menstruation, why it is important, and why it is important will be the main part here. And I will be focusing more on my experience sharing, particularly that how you can make the switch and how my experience was. So first of all, talking how I started it, there is a realization that as a woman, as a human being, how much waste, if we have been using disposable sanitary napkins, how much waste we generate in a particular cycle only. So I think a dustbin gets filled, right? And just imagine in our lifetime how much waste must we must be generating, right? So that feeling was the triggering aspect, and went to Google and searched for the alternatives. First thing that popped up was cloth pads, basically. And this, let me just show you. So this is how they look, and I am using reusable cloth pads from an year now. This was a really good initiative that I am really happy that I took this step and not use a disposable thing, that is a single use thing, and not generate waste, and being able to mensurate responsibly. And I openly now say to people that it's my responsibility to spread awareness also, as someone who is very enthusiastic about environment. So that was about sustainable menstruation. And I'm not talking about why we need it. First part I have covered, that the waste generation part, environment part. Okay. Second is that we in our age, I'm 23 or 24, and I think this is the time, or from the teens to mid 20s, this is the time we are forming a default system. If I say someone from my mother's generation to switch to a cloth pad and just leave behind their disposable or single use sanitary napkins, that might be very difficult for them because their default system is very rigid by that age. So completely understandable. And so that's why I'm talking here, that why we should be more responsible towards this thing, because we are in the stage of forming a default system particularly. And 2 to 3 main questions that I generally get is, first is there a feeling of like gross feeling when I wash it? No, there is no gross feeling. You get the habit, you get comfortable with this process uh, in 1 or 2 cycles, not more than that. And you when you do it for a good cause, there is a good feeling also about it. So there is no gross feeling about it. What you do is, like, there is no spillage and no leakage sort of thing. People have been sending me these questions, but no such thing is there. And what I do is, just I run it down under a tap, and you put some detergent or something like that and rub the two ends together. All the blood comes out, and you just wash it again under the tap again, and rinse it properly, and just hang it for drying. That's it. And sun dry it. It's very important, to get rid of any bacteria or germs type of thing. Sorry, I'm not an expert. I'll talk about this thing at the end of the video. And yeah, so I'll also put the link of 2 brands I have been using. And there was one more, there are 2 3 more alternatives. One more alternative that was particularly on the internet, that is a menstrual cup. I bought a menstrual cup 3 to 4 months ago, because I was traveling a lot, and I realized that while traveling, it's not every time feasible to carry a reusable pad with you, right? So menstrual cup, I'll be very honest, still isn't my comfortable choice. I'm taking my time to get comfortable with it, but still it hasn't worked out for me yet. So wish me luck that I get comfortable with it. So maybe the next video can be about my menstrual cup experience. But yeah, back to the focus of the video here. I have talked about how to wash it. And in winters, I live in the north of the country. In winters, it take a lot of time for these to dry up. So prefer having 4 to 5 reusable cloth pads with you for the whole cycle, and I think it's a very good investment. One pad costs about $200. The range differs from brand to brand. Please do your research properly, and I'm not forcing you or marketing any particular brand here, so please do your research properly. And so costing part one so total your period cycle will be covered in 800 to 1000 bucks maximum, and that goes for at least, these are 1.5 year long, like older pads, and they still don't have a stain and they work very fine. So I think it will stay for 4 to 5 years, coming 4 to 5 years for 1000 rupees only. And we all know how much the single use pads cost, right? They are pretty expensive. If you there are multiple ranges, but if you prefer something comfortable, something, even there are biodegradable, oxy biodegradable options available. uh, they have a sort of greenwashing behind them. Won't quote names here, but be careful about these things, that these are actually not biodegradable. And there is a difference between biodegradable and compostable. There are many researchers on Google showing that these are not good thing. So best is to switch, as a first step you can switch to a cloth pad. And I hope this video helps. I am spreading awareness, but I think there is an action and intention gap. That's why I'll recommend in this video for the first step. If you are really convinced by this thing, then please simply shop for it, buy it. If you have local vendors around you, kudos. Please get one or two for you as an initial step and just try it. Okay, go for it. Trust me, it will be a very good decision for you. And it's not just a good decision for you, it's for your whole family, the people around you, the coming generations. Please make the switch. And do let me know if you want me to rope in any expert on the subject. And if you have any queries or questions, do let me know. Okay, bye bye.